two podcasters in the modern day are suddenly whisked through time and space to a world known as the Ghetto Era, an alternate timeline of Japanese history where hip-hop meets feudal Japanese culture. Watch as the nonchalant Selikujo works hand in hand with the energetic Juice Lee in order to spread the word of the legendary Cuban Links. Yes, sir. Thank you. I took, I had to take a little design responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I had to do that one time. But yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's none other than your boy Juice of the Cuban Links, and you're on the Cuban Links podcast, your one-stop shop for everything anime, gaming, and blurred centric. As you see, we're down a dreadhead right now, but we replaced him with another. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the guest of the day, KlayeCreation. Yeah, I was almost up there. Yeah. But baby, introduce yourself, man. Tell about you, bro. Tell about you real quick.
I'm KlayeCreation. I am a rapper, singer, songwriter from San Diego, California. Also a social and political commentator by accident. And we're now blurred.
Hey, who would have thought everything's political, right? Who would have thought everything was political?
Right. Yeah. It was by accident, I swear.
By accident? By accident, man. Politics by accident? Especially as a brother, our existence is political. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. But honestly, I thought I'd be doing just like music and blurred content, but you know, the political content really took off for me, and you know, it's been a blessing, man. It's been great.
No, understandable, and it sounds like it's been a major blessing for you, Mr. Not to put your numbers out there, Mr. 17K, Mr.
That's nothing.
Mr. Big Famous.
It's nothing. It's still surreal, man. But yeah, man. My audience is growing, and you know, I love everybody who hits me up. Thank y'all for the support. You know, love my supporters, love my followers.
I know for sure. It shows for sure. Like because at least when I've seen your content, it's very much content that's thoughtful. Like very much to the point where you don't just make content. Like you're not just saying what you're saying because it's cool. You're saying what you're saying because it matters to you. And I think it shows a lot in how you present your work and all that. And honestly, I'm just glad to be a part of the experience with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm glad that you're on this podcast. You know, rocking with me. You know what I mean?
Glad to be here, man. Gotta support the ones that got me here.
And we thank you for that. And it's time for me to introduce myself. My name is Juice. Yes, sir. AKA Juice on Literature. AKA Juice Liguruma. AKA Mr. 5 Stars. 5 Étoiles. 5 Estrella. Fun Verstehen for all my German niggas out there. And we lit. You know what I'm saying? It's the Cuban Links podcast. We're available on all streaming platforms, including but not limited to Twitch, YouTube, Amazon. We're also on Spotify. And honestly, shout out to all the people pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, that was just those street members. Yeah, we got someone pulling up. What up? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the lurkers. And before we get into the nitty gritty of just learning more about you, Klay, we're gonna get into the video game and anime news. So let me just bring that up to the screen right now.
Do it.
All right. How are you about video games and anime in general? Have you been playing anything new?
I haven't been playing anything new. I don't laugh at me. I tap in on Genshin Impact from time to time. I've just been playing. Yeah.
No, I feel you. Like Genshin Impact is I'm sorry.
The gachas got me, man. Like,
no, that's fair. It's designed like that, right? Especially with Genshin Impact being one of the bigger gachas out there. I'd be surprised if you weren't there. I was there once upon a time. I fell off of it mostly because like 7 Deadly Sins came out. I tried that for a little bit. I enjoyed playing that with the homies.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on Seven Deadly Sins. I'm gonna hop on that.
I highly recommend it if you're into the series because it's so in depth. Like you're playing these characters like straight up. Like I've been playing Julia on my team. I've been playing some of the original characters. I do like how they expand the story a little bit without like messing with the main canon. And I honestly have a lot of high hopes for the game. But let's get into the first piece of news. Biggest game releases of May 2026. We'll let him talk later.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest releases of May 2026 are looking to be games like Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming out on Switch 2 May 2026. We've got Batman. Yeah. Honestly, I'm happy for that part, especially because for one, it's Indiana Jones. It's made by Machine Games, so the same dudes who did Wolfenstein, that series, they're getting their hands on this. Besides that, yeah, and it's very much, it looks really good. Let me see if I can mute this and see if we can get some of the views of some of the gameplay. Double the Plague, hang on, let me see. Dark Pals, First Lord, hang on. So Quest. Okay, so they're talking about a lot of other stuff.
Yeesh.
Mortal Kombat 2, everything's crap. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So as you can see, first person experience. Yeah, so like it plays just like your Wolfensteins, your Dooms, and all that mixed up by the same boys. Directive 8020 looks great. It's a Dark Pictures game, so the same dudes who did like the Monster Within Me, Man of Medan series, and all that. I'm interested to see how this is gonna go because Dark Pictures, I feel like they've definitely been like cooking under like on the underground, very much like they've been making some fire games. Like I think they also did The Quarry, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a fighting game and an action adventure RPG type dude. It looks like Dead Space to me.
Yeah.
I love me some Dead Space. So.
It looks really good. And I was gonna say, as a fighting game connoisseur, I gotta ask, what's your bread and butter? What you play?
Tekken. That's
Hey, we can't escape the allegations. I too play Tekken. I'm a lawman.
I'm a How wrong, Steve Fox, Kazuya.
Ooh, okay. I see you. You love Hwarong, Steve Fox, and Kazuya. Yeah, they're toxic. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm well rounded. Even with being a Hwarong main, people think I'm like spamming kicks all the time. But I'm a person that I wait to punish. I'm a very patient. I wait to punish. So, and Hwarong has like crazy punishers if you know how to do it. Same thing with Kazuya. Same thing with Steve Fox. So, those are, I like the characters you really like. If you learn them, you're
I mean, no, that's fair. I played Law mainly because I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. I have a PDF of the book, the Tao Jeet Kune Do. I played Bruce Lee clones in all fighting games. Besides that, I also played Katarina because shout out to the ladies. And I also picked up Leroy because back triangle.
Yeah, right.
Back triangle, dog. Back triangle, G.
Leroy's solid. Devil Jin. I like to mess around with a little bit of Devil Jin. I like Lars. Yeah.
All right, so you play all the toxic ones. Like Lars? Oh yeah, them Lars players be going everywhere. They be climbing over, zapping, and
Yeah. No, because I like characters where it's like, well, I say with Hwarong, like people think he's easy, and he is like a good like beginner character but when you know him, you can get some stuff off, man. I like the characters that once you know them, you can really get some stuff off of them.
Oh no, that's fair. Honestly, like my only issue with the Huarong is like I said, the fact you think Huarong's a beginner character, like not to say like you've never played Huarong, but like from my experience playing Huarong, the fact that like him shifting his feet gives you an entirely different move list. I'm like, bro, what is this? What is this witchcraft?
Almost like Lei Wulong a little bit, but
yeah,
mostly like in like a PvP, you're not gonna be getting off a lot of the stuff that you can, but like once again he can be spammy, but like I said, once you a lot of launchers, you know what I'm saying? So
hey, we can't all be as fortunate. As a law player, I only have like the dragon tail for a decent launcher.
Yeah, that's basically what's the one where it's a low hit to a high hit?
Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about was like he like hits low and then like knees you up. Yeah. That's like what like I did. Yeah, like if there should be like triangle X if I'm not mistaken. That is a fire launcher, but then it's like
go into the fist with that. You know?
Yeah, no, for sure. The machine gun fist. I've done that. My bread and butter usually going for whatever moves get me into the dragon stance faster. It's like the rising X to like get into the back step, and then from there, legend kick. Let's get it. Just flying kicks, dog. That's all you need. It's law.
Exactly. I can't.
Let's see.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, if anything, other games that are on Watch in May, we got Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. I actually pre-ordered that through GameStop. I'm very excited. Yeah, it's supposed to play like the Arkham series, but Lego. So very much like free flow.
Yeah, I've seen the game.
I've seen the vibes. It's gonna be great. Honestly, besides that, First Light. Oh my gosh, First Light is gonna be so good. It like as long as they stick true to what we've seen so far, like I think First Light has Game of the Year potential. Not just because it's a shiny game, but because like when you talk about a game that is built for a character, like James Bond, like the way they built James Bond in that game, that like you are James Bond in there. Like the fact that you can potentially get out of a conflict by quipping your way out as James Bond would. Like
that was very innovative to me. That was really cool.
Very much so. I think that if there was ever a category for just like games where you are the character, James Bond First Light has you up there with like any God of War game. Well, I'll say from God of War 3 and up. Those games where you just are the character and they give you like that perspective.
God of War, that's me. Like I said, action adventure, RPG, open worlds too.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. So I'm sure you like loved Ragnarok.
Oh, I loved it.
Ragnarok was a masterpiece.
Yeah, man. I'm waiting on the next one. Supposedly about Atreides and not Atreides. What's the kid?
Atreides.
Atreides. Yeah. Okay. My bad. I'm tripping. Yeah. Atreides. I heard there's a Doom game coming out too.
I hope there is. I'll admit, Doom has not missed. Like Doom is Doom is like the little Boosie of video games where it's like the fan base is problematic and it's not huge, but you can't go anywhere without hearing about Doom. Yeah. You gonna hear about Doom. You gonna hear about Doombringer and all that, Doom guy and all that.
DOOM. Even though I love DOOM, I was talking about DUNE, Doom.
Dune. Dune. That game's gonna be fire for sure. Yeah. I've heard tale. Yeah. So you seen gameplay of that? And are we getting open world? Is it looking right?
It looked like it was just like I think I saw it on like a YouTube thing, but it looked like open worldish.
Right.
If it is that open world doing it, or at least like it probably will be or it might be like that God of War open world type where it's like structured. Like
Yeah, and if
it looks like it could be open. Who knows?
If it is like that, I would love that per se. But I'll be honest, like with a book series like Dune, and how important the desert has been for the entire story.
It needs to be open world.
It gotta be. It has to be open world. Like we have to feel that fear for when like the sandworms pop out and they start eating shit or whatever. Like we gotta feel that fear. We gotta like. I gotta feel the anxiety.
You gotta fight in like an open desert. Like you gotta do that, man.
Got to we have to be piloting sand sand scrapers or whatever. Yeah. But let me see what else we got on the docket for the news. Hang on, let me go back. We also have actually. Oh, and the Final Fantasy 15. Okay, this is actually pretty interesting. Final Fantasy 14 is coming to Nintendo Switch in August with a separate subscription.
Interesting.
Okay. Final Fantasy 14 director Naoki Yoshida, aka Yoshi P, that's hilarious, and Square Enix president and CEO Takashi Kiryu have revealed plans to bring the massively popular MMORPG to the Nintendo platform as a part of Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest 2026 today. Today being 2 days ago, actually. So this happened 2 days ago. What's news? What up?
The last Final Fantasy I played was the 7 remake,
which is gas.
Yeah,
which is honestly
the lore be loring for me, man. I can't.
Oh no, it does. I ain't gonna lie, because I think the biggest thing about the lore of Final Fantasy is the fact that with every game is its own universe, and then they try to string them together in some cases.
Yeah.
But this, to try to explain to someone that in 7 games you play as a blonde child soldier with PTSD, and then explain 3 games later you play as LeBron James's son.
Yeah.
And then after 10-2, so after 10-2, so 2 then, so 3 games after that, once you get to 13, because it'd be 10, then 10-2, then 11, then 10, then 10-2, 11, 12, then 13. So then 4 games later, you then have to explain that you are then playing as the female version of the blonde with PTSD.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying? It's so much to have to. It's like explaining JoJo's. It's like going from part 2.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? It's like going from part 2 and then explaining part 6.
I tried to explain JoJo because I was hanging out with my homegirl and Steel Ball Run, like the first episode of Steel Ball Run.
Right.
And I had to try to explain all of JoJo's up in the Steel Ball Run. I like that. It's like, so there's this rich guy. His dad adopts a vampire. The vampire kicks a puppy. They hate each other. Then they love each other. Then they hate each other again. The vampire goes on to fight the family forever, and
just go on to hate them.
And also, people have homoerotic Pokemon.
Homoerotic Pokemon is crazy. I love it. Gender non-conforming Pokemon is crazy.
Fabulous gender non-conforming Pokemon that somehow get involved in that too. Yeah.
That are also based off of like the person's psyche in some way. It's you gotta explain it's like an anthropology class trying to go through JoJo's.
That was the easiest way I could explain JoJo's. It's just like some rich dude's dad adopts a guy who ends up being a vampire, and they fight each other over time. The whole family.
With fashion poses and sparkly ghosts.
She knows what Castlevania is, so I'm kind of just like, oh,
right.
the Belmonts and Dracula, and that's basically kind of
makes sense. It's like Belmont if Dracula is like it's like Castlevania if Dracula never had Aguilar. What you know?
yeah.
Giorno is Aguilar.
Yeah.
Alucard, I'm sorry. So it's like yeah, so yeah.
If Dracula kicked a puppy. Sure.
Yes.
I always gotta remember DL kicking that puppy. That shit was great.
Oh no, yeah, because apparently a running motif. Oh no, not a running motif, but a running thing in his works is that like in Araki's works is that like throughout the JoJo's like yeah, dogs just get smoked. Animals get the business. Like especially after what happened to Iggy, R.I.P. that boy. But you know, if anything, I'm personally excited for this because Final Fantasy 14 has been on so many like top whatever lists for games that have like a strong community.
Yeah, I've always heard about it. Oh yeah, I heard.
Okay,
is Black Flag getting a remake or?
It is getting updated. Like as you see here, like I ain't gonna lie, because it looks like the bottom. Hang on, let me see. Yeah. It looks like the bottom is the OG, and then the up top is the resynced.
It's good.
And I ain't gonna lie, that shit look clean. Oh, that shit look clean as a bitch. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I fear they snapped with this. I fear they snapped. Like
they went
like with an update with an update like this, I think this puts Black Flag back in the conversation for like one of the best Assassin's Creeds ever. I mean, of course, like real niggas know it's the Ezio trilogy, then everybody else gets a turn for second. Like
I liked Origins.
Origins was fire. I think Origins was fire. I think I'm playing Valhalla right now, and I gotta say Valhalla's not bad. Yeah, and crazy enough, in Origins, you know how like when you like communicate with like the little eagle in the sky and all that, Valhalla actually did that first. Like, because as Eivor, you can like communicate with like a raven in the sky. Because I guess in that case, like it's a reference to like Odin and all that. And so like you can have a raven up and like mark stuff for you. And I'll be honest, that is that's pretty heat. Like, because I personally have had some like very limited opinions on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Because Lord knows, oh my God, you're playing as a Viking. Oh my God, the umpteenth Viking game. Please more. Please more mediocre white man on my screen. And it's like,
Vikings.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we was Vikings and shit. Like,
that shit.
Hang on,
all the time, the Viking shit is Hotepism for white people.
Dead ass. Like, and it's like, at that point, it's like, and then, don't even get me started on like when they're like, oh yeah, no, like, we had dreads first. So, like, remember, what you're doing right now? You dread that there? Vikings had that, bro. Because no one existed before the Vikings with dreads. None of that.
Also, all the people that have Viking tattoos and say they're Vikings, their family came to America in the 1930s from Ireland. Like, it'll be something like, we was Vikings.
No, you were cops. You guys were the police. I was the Vikings.
Yeah. But what else? In the news?
In the news, we're gonna. Oh, Private Rapper, is it still fun today? Yeah, I would go over this, but that's 32 minutes, so that's just gonna be extra content. But here we go. This is the news that we can turn up on. Konami has officially revealed the Silent Hill Townfall Steelbook bundle exclusive to the UK and Europe. You know what that means? Fire up them VPNs, ladies and gents. And and here's the ad for it. Let me see if I can.
I haven't played a Silent Hill. It's like Silent Hill.
Oh, that should look kind of clean. I haven't played a Silent Hill. I haven't played Silent Hill at all, actually. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, really? It's alright. I'm more of a Resident Evil guy, but it's
like, I'll be honest. I'm glad we had that conversation. We're having this conversation now. Like, I feel like Resident Evil and Silent Hill is like Digimon and Pokemon to a lot of people, where it's like it's a similar concept, but like one, like they both just do the concept in different ways. I think that
it's more about storytelling.
Yes,
Silent Hill is more
for
about
sure.
story, and Resident Evil is a game, and it's fun. There is
Yes.
the lore is there is lore, but it's not as I
It's
don't
not
know.
as fleshed out.
Yeah, Silent Hill is like a narrative, like a real deep narrative. They're trying to
Yes.
tell, that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And then Resident Evil like is like a very well developed blurb, but like
Yeah,
let's be real, like you could really put like anything in place for Umbrella, and like
yeah,
it'll work. But with Silent Hill, like the pieces that are in Silent Hill work for a reason. Whether it's Pyramid Head being the manifestation of grief for James and things like that, like those things matter. But as opposed to in like Resident
there's,
Evil, like
there's a deep story trying to be told in Silent Hill. Resident Evil is just there's a story there, so you can get to kill zombies and monsters.
that, and I ain't mad at it. Honestly, it's like Taco Bell versus Chipotle. Like Taco Bell gonna give you what you want.
Yeah,
Chipotle gonna give you what you think you need.
right.
And so in that case, just like sometimes maybe I do want a burrito bowl with barbacoa, al pastor, and a little bit of expensive guac. Other times, I'll just take
Right.
the extra chuparito with Supreme with the mystery meat and that shit. Like,
So what's up in movie news?
oh, movie news? Let me see. If you mean like anime news, we got plenty of that.
Yeah.
And one of the main news is that, hang on, I think it just passed me. Where is it? Yep, here. Square Enix is opening their first cafe in Los Angeles. Square Enix announced Friday that it will open 2 Square Enix cafe and shop locations in Los Angeles and Tokyo. And this was yesterday they announced this.
Uh-huh.
So then in this case, J-Pop Culture Cafe Inc. will operate the Los Angeles Cafe and Shop at 316th Street, East First Street. 316 East First Street in the Little Tokyo neighborhood. This will be the first time an official Square Enix Cafe location offers a full, authentic menu in the U.S. I ain't gonna lie, Square Enix. I think Square Enix is starting to step on shit a little bit because like they already started with the Have you heard about the Square Enix and Jollibee collaboration they did? Nah, dog. Like I'll spin back on that a little bit later. But pretty much Square Enix and Jollibee have a collaboration going where like there's like chicken animations that you get in Final Fantasy 14, but also Jollibee is hosting like I think it's like a Final Fantasy like six piece meal with like I think like with like a drink.
Yeah, 6-piece meal. Oh.
Yeah. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. Hang on. No. Jollibee. Yep. Boom. Hang on. Yep. Final Fantasy and Jollibee join forces starting Tuesday, April 21st. So hit yep. 6-piece chicken, 6-piece bucket bundle. So yeah. And it comes with a blue raspberry aether with crystal boba drink. So they're very much leaning into that like Final Fantasy aesthetic on this one.
Our life is a Boondocks episode. That's cool.
Yeah, like it's getting nuts. I ain't gonna lie, but also it comes with merch and all that too. Like, let me see what
fried chicken and Final Fantasy going together is interesting to me. But yeah,
I'm telling you, even crazier than that is the fact that like in the game, one of the emojis is just like your character eating a bucket of chicken.
Jesus.
So like, hey, folks that get their money, I guess. Let me see. Next, we're going to discuss. Let me see. What's a banger? We got a webtoon. Oh, we got a webtoon confirmed for live adaptation. Live adaptation of A Mark Against Thee webtoon was confirmed on Tuesday with actress Hyun Jin-go currently in talks to join the cast. According to Korean news outlet Snoozen, Go has received an offer to star in the project and is positively reviewing the role. The series will be directed by Young Joo-byun. marking a potential reunion between the actress and filmmaker. Serialized between 2019 and 2021, the original webtoon was created by Goteho. The story of the webtoon reads like this. An innocent man framed for murder and sentenced to death. 17 years later, after his name was cleared, times have changed, Yup has changed, his friends and family have changed. Nothing is the same anymore. The harsh reality surrounding him turned Yup from a grateful young man to a stoic, skeptical person. And now he wants to exact revenge on everything that worked together to ruin his life.
Oh wow.
This could be fire. This could be heat. We're due for like a good revenge story that isn't like redo of Hiller. You know what I'm saying?
God. Oh. Redo of Hiller is crazy.
I'm telling you, niggas are sick. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ooh, hold on. My Hero Academia news. Gotta feed the fiends. Toho Animation began streaming a trailer on Saturday for the My Hero Academia anime's bonus episode titled 170 plus 1, titled More.
Listen,
what up?
I need Aniplex to stop dragging out this Demon Slayer finale, bro. It's like one movie per 2-3 years and 1 hour long movie per 2. Like, bro, just give us the finale, bro. Like,
no, you're right. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I think they're doing what they did with Attack on Titan for sure. They're cutting it up. They're cutting it up, and they're putting a lot of filler into it. You know what I'm saying? And I think they cutting the work up. They putting rabbit food in the bag. You know what I'm saying? They serving us oregano at this point, bro.
Giving me 2 Hashira fights per movie. Like, bro, you should have just did a season, man.
We should have just gotten a season, because if they have all this footage already, why isn't it just a season? Why does it have to be broken out in the movies? It's annoying.
Like, come on, bro.
No, it's definitely getting annoying. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm happy with it. It's done. Great. If I get more, like a bonus episode, I'll watch it. I'm just glad it's done. I'm happy when animes end on a good, when they have a good ending.
Oh no, for sure. This ended on such a positive note. I ain't gonna lie, because like, spoiler alert for anyone. Hang on, let me get my spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Okay, so like when Deku gave up his powers and all that to like, to save the world and like let like Bakugo run shit and all that, I get it. I understand. And honestly, I have to respect it. I don't have to like it, but I get why it happened.
It's a very Deku thing to do. It's very
mature.
It's very Peter Parker-ish. It's a very thing to do. So I'm not mad at it.
Like, ain't no reason to hate. Like, not much reason to hate. Let me see. Let me see. I'm thinking what's gonna be the next. Yes! This is the news right here. I saw the news last night. With one of my mutuals. Shout out Moonkiller17. Shout out the GOAT. Manga creator Kosuke and publisher Shinosha have announced on Friday that Kosuke's gangster manga will resume serialization on July 3rd. Shinosha has stated that during the manga's long hiatus, Kosuke has been undergoing medical treatment for systemic lupus, erythematosus. Yeah, erythematosis. You know what I'm saying? I think.
Is there such thing as a healthy mangaka? Is that like do they ever have those, or?
I was like, everybody's like 80 in the league, bro. They're just injury prone.
Injury prone, dude. I'm just now like Hunter. Like, I'm so like, oh, it's coming, it's dropping. Oh, it dropped. Okay, but this dropped. Okay, now we on another high. Yo, just call me. Just call me when we got it. All right, just call
at that point, like. And I think in the case of Hunter, it's even worse because, like, imagine being married to another fellow like star-studded like mangaka, and you don't let them just carry on your work.
Right.
Like, that's just insane to me to think about. Like, the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho is married to the creator of Sailor Moon, and one won't let the other help. I'm like, bro, at this point, bro, y'all.
And nigga, you have like two of my favorites. Like, Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter are.
They're in the league of their own.
But I've got to sit with Hunter x Hunter, and like I probably read it like once a year, and like I'm cool with where it is, whatever. Like I'm patient, or whatever, you know. If he gets to it, fine, you know. But I like everything the story has done so far. So I'll be all right.
Oh, for sure, and I think that the story's done a lot of good so far. But I'm so glad that Gangsta came back, because, bro, the way they left us hanging on Gangsta, and the manga's coming back.
I've heard about it. I haven't read it, so maybe I'll do that. I've been on my American comics thing lately with these Absolute series, and I'm a Marvel guy.
And, oh, they got you going to the dark side.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm a Marvel guy, but these like Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Batman are.
I mean, no, they're peak. Also peak. I think if anything, like, the Absolute Batman series is amazing. I know, me personally, I've been paying attention to Marvel because of the black version of superheroes they've been doing.
Oh, like, yeah, I gotta. I'm kind of scared because I don't want another by Odin's Fade situation. You know,
that is. I mean, I warn you right now. There's a Black Dr. Ock, and in Marvel's infinite creativity, they greenlit the name Dr. Blacktavius. So I'm gonna warn you. I will warn you. But we do also get Black Emma Frost, and ooh-wee!
I saw Black Emma Frost. That's how I found out about that you know, Marvel was doing that.
We also have Black Goblin, and he is wearing a do-rag. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's wearing an untied do-rag. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. The shit's crazy.
I feel like comic book Norman Osborn has always probably worn a do-rag. For sure. The waves have always been on swim.
Easily.
So that makes sense.
Like, I feel like Norman Osborn probably just has like a quality, like a stellar satin. Like he definitely has a satin pillowcase. He has more than enough money to get like a satin headboard for his chair. Like he's just well invested in not wearing do-rags. But the fact that we have a Green Goblin that is wearing a do-rag definitely confirms that, like, that boy brushing. That boy, he's been watching the 360 wavy videos.
Yep.
Wavy Navy.
Down.
Yo, that reminds me of back when I was trying to get waves, like, to tie everything back together. Like, I would actually watch Hunter x Hunter and brush throughout the episode. Like, and that's how I was taking care of my waves at one point. But then I fell off and fell in love, and now I just brush my hair and we good. Pick my beard, we out. The waves won't come back until probably like the wedding or whatever. But yeah, honestly, I'm so excited for Gangsta to come back because we need, like, if the only reason why a manga should fail is because it doesn't have the financial backing to stay up, I feel like that is indicative not of a manga's like success, but of a system's failure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so like I think the last piece of news we're gonna go through is,
man, we're gonna talk about Endgame. Not Endgame. You gonna talk about Doom War or what?
I mean, hey, let me know. I'm sorry. You said New War?
I just need to get this off real quick from the descriptions.
Talk to him.
Shown at CinemaCon. I've heard that the Doom War trailer, which I don't know when it's dropping, which is crazy because usually like a couple of days after CinemaCon they drop it. But
Mm-hmm.
No word on it. But
Also,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Like, what'd you say the series was? Doomore?
yeah, not Doom. Oh, sorry. Doomsday. Sorry.
Oh,
Avengers.
oh, oh, yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How, like, yeah. What's the update on that? Because I haven't heard it. I haven't heard word nor tale.
You might want to do the spoilers thing.
All right, hang on, wait. Let me get them folks. Let me get them folks back in. Hang on. Let me stop and spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
So,
all right, talk to him.
Yeah. So supposedly, Thor is giving a speech to everybody we've seen in the other Doomsday trailers about how he's fought really scary people, and this Doom guy, he's scariest. And supposedly, it shows footage of him fighting Doom and Doom stopping Stormbreaker with 2 fingers on some Goku trunk shit.
Well, damn.
Yeah, on some Goku trunk shit.
And this is the Doctor Doom.
Yes.
Like Victor Toe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And
well, I'll be.
Russo's also said that in-game ties right directly, like, into this, like, to the point where they're showing in-game in movie theaters. They're going to be re-releasing it so that you can watch it before Doomsday.
I see.
That's how connected it is. And supposedly they've been planning this. Like, supposedly the Russos have been planning this for a long time, which is why they set up in-game the way they set it up. So,
In that case, are we saying that what happens in Doomsday, like, I was saying, like, everything that we've seen so far after Endgame, like, are we saying Doomsday happens?
It almost feels like they're saying Phase 4 doesn't matter that much.
And in that case, I'm like, bro, why? Like, it's like that one meme of bro from that one movie with Adam Sandler. Like, why you show it to me if I can't have the shit?
Right.
What are we doing?
Jonathan Majors has to fumble a historic bag, and so that's why.
I mean, apparently, that's not all that's fumbling on the new set of like the anti-woke sinners. Apparently, niggas was fumbling out of windows and shit.
Wait, is it like is the Daily Wire thing? Is it a response to like sinners?
Yeah, it's like the anti-woke sinners. Yeah. And as we know, the Daily Wire, well known for the cinematic efforts, right? Like Ryan Coogler, watch your ass, buddy. I'm sorry, Oscar-winning Ryan Coogler, watch your back.
Okay. So yeah, that was my little tidbit of news that I have.
No, understandable. Like, but that's important because I think that in that case, like, given that we are dealing with a Thor now who has been humbled by his experience of being out in the galaxy, and he's like, "Oh, Doom's that nigga." Oh yeah, no, we're looking at some good shit. We're looking at some good content.
I would say where they really messed up with Kang was having Ant-Man beat Kang, because then it's just like, when y'all do that, and I like Ant-Man, and I get the whole like small characters can do big things, but it's like it would be the equivalent of Ant-Man beating Thanos in like Quantum, what is it, Ant-Man and the Wasp or something. If we saw him beat Thanos in Ant-Man and the Wasp, like, why would I be excited for Infinity War or Endgame or something like that? So.
No, that's fair because like in that case, what it does is it ruins the stock on the villain because like. That's like if they introduce a villain in like One Punch Man and Moomin Rider like beats that nigga's ass. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? But if anything, that's all for the anime and video game news. Now for the moment we've all been here for. Time to talk to you, Klay. This is the moment. You the moment. You know what I'm saying? Also, just to let you know, this is not the same Klay that committed the cardinal sin of cheating on Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, man.
But you are up. But hey,
listen, that ain't got to do with me. You see this right here?
Let them know. Clear it up.
Light skinned niggas gotta hold that. Listen,
clear it up.
I have 4 black grandparents. Okay.
Not the black grandparent count.
The biracial, they gotta hold this smoke. We've gotten our smoke.
Oh, for sure.
They gotta hold. The light skins have to hold that smoke. Yeah.
At the party, yeah, no, it's been rough. It's rough. It's rough.
It's their turn. Go ahead. Let them come.
Hey, good luck, y'all. But yeah, if anything, like I said, thank you for coming through. Honestly, to get started on the questions, we gotta ask. Or you spoke on it a little bit earlier, but like if you were to delve into more detail about like what got you into making this content that you do.
Well, I do music, and my team have been telling me for a while, like, oh, you gotta do some content to get people to listen to your music and stuff. And
right.
I just decided to just be me and talk about the things that I'm interested in, and the things that I just so happen to be interested in is like, blurred stuff, politics, kind of. I also wanted to have an alternative to all the like dumb, weird manosphere stuff that I feel like leads a lot of men, and especially like black men, in a goofy direction. So I was like, all right.
Talk to him. Yes.
Yeah, let me try to like, just be an alternative to all the bullshit that they usually hear every day.
No, that's real. That's real talk. And I guess if anything, I'll follow up on that is that as a musical artist, and the fact you mentioned having a team, has there ever been a point where like you try to like get something off where you like either you like free Palestine, fuck ICE or whatever, and your team's been like, I don't think we can support that. Have you ever had to deal with that?
Nah, I'm blessed to just kind of have people that know me, love my art, love what I do, know my politics, and just let me go.
No, that's amazing. That's great because another musical artist we had on shout out Southside, SLUFSIDE, amazing artist. She's an artist from Houston, and she was talking about how she like navigated like balancing her politics and music. So it's always interesting to hear how musicians are able to do that. Because sometimes I'm sure sometimes it can be tough to like get what you have to say out there, especially when you are like also trying to brand yourself. Folks don't know how to. Some folks don't know how to brand themselves. Other folks do know how to brand themselves, but sometimes you brand yourself like in a way that's antithetical to like what people are trying to get off. Like, oh, how dare you be anti-gambling? We were gonna get you on a Rainback commercial. Come on, don't you want to tell kids to put a parlay on the next color in their crayon box? Like, what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm very. So we're very meticulous about like, because I get offers all the time. And we're like meticulous about like, okay, well, like, how is this gonna fit into my brand? Like, I'm not just taking anything. I've also learned how to kind of like carve my own space out in the industry, to where I'm not really dependent on the machine as much. And
that's beautiful.
I'm not one of those artists that is like has just like a pro-black aesthetic with no politics underneath it. So
talk to these niggas.
Yeah, like and I make all types of music. Like, I know people expect me to be rapping about Karl Marx and pyramids every time they put me on. Like I rap about having fun. I rap about the same things other rappers rap about, but it's like because I actually have and hold a real politic, like I don't feel the need to like overcompensate with that and like this pro black like aesthetic. Like you can just know me and hear me and know that that's what I have. Um, and I feel like that's a more authentic approach to things, and I feel like that's why a lot of people like gravitate towards it and stuff. And that's why I have the freedom to do what I want to do.
Oh no, that's perfect. And if anything, like especially for like us as a podcast, that's what we try to. That's what we try to do when it comes to carving out our own space. Hence why we move the way we move. You know, this way we talk how we talk. And I think that I love the fact that you emphasize so much about like carving your own space, so that way like you don't have to acquiesce to unnecessary demands and things like that. Like we spoke in the interview earlier with Neon Noir Vibes about how it's important to like, you know, have your own juke joint and not like the vampires, and I think you do a really good job of that. You know what I'm saying? And I guess the same thing, another question would be as an artist, specifically like you say you're an artist and you also mentioned rapping. Do you like being an artist and rapping, like is rap the medium in which you perform your musical art, or have you delved into like things like R&B?
I do everything.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. I do everything. I have an album out right now called Time Well Spent. It's all types of black genres. Yeah, I started off rapping. You know, my dad's like a huge hip hop head and stuff, and so I was raised on Tribe. I was raised on Wu-Tang.
Hey, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I was Doom, Jedi Mantra, like all forms of hip hop. Like,
oh yeah, so you was there. You was there.
Yeah, I've never. People try to have this thing in hip hop. I've noticed where a lot of people are like the Jedi in hip hop, where it's like only this type of hip hop like should be the hip hop, and it's like no, like real balance in the force is everything existing. Like I'm fine with party rap. I'm fine with niggas bullshitting and having fun. That's what hip hop was founded on, actually. The party, having fun and stuff like that. And of course, I love using hip hop as a tool to talk about the Black experience and to talk about what's going on in culture. But I think it can all coexist. Like I don't want to be in the club thinking about Marcus Garvey at that point. Like I don't. You know
fair point.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I really like that point because, like, I feel like a lot of the issues we face, in hip hop and its branding and how it's been like co-opted by not very genuine entities, is the fact that certain parts are colonized and then pushed out as opposed to other parts, and then from there it then ends up polarizing fans to where like now you've got like the fact that like people treated Sexy Red's music like she was the Antichrist at one point. That was insane to me because these are
we've always had that. Like, always.
Exactly, because it's like, oh, God forbid we have another Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all remember what Foxy Brown was rapping about? She took the Bad Man Majama beat and started talking about getting ate up in the whip. Like, what we talking about here, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I remember Shake That Chico by Diamond. Like,
you dig?
That is an ode to kind of that mid 2000, like that 2004 to 2006, 7 type snap ringtone era music. And
yes.
You know,
I know for sure. Like even the way that like a lot of like even with like whatever hits I forgot which one it was. But it was the one where she interpolated the Halle Berry beat, the bum ba ba bum ba ba. Get it sexy. Yeah. Like even that, I'm like, yo, I could smell the white t-shirts and Jerome jeans. And I'm like, yes, this is what we need.
Yeah, like, and I think that's okay. I think so. We, especially after like the Kendrick and Drake stuff, we've had this conversation about colonizers and mainstream and yada yada yada. But like even that side of conscious hip hop is a brand. Like
for sure,
hip hop is a brand in itself, and there is a aesthetic to it, and like it is sold, it is marketed to us, and I want people to kind of. It's almost like the Democrat Republican thing where I'm like, yo, the Democrats, you know what I'm saying? They're not too far away from. They still have the same donors and stuff. That's what I want people to kind of get mind about hip hop, even your conscious phase, like when you really break their level of consciousness, or if they have a politics, niggas be like, oh, I don't read. You know, it's like, okay.
And that shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think, and I think a really good example of that, like, also, hang on, let me get the siren out real quick, just so I don't have to worry about this later. J. Cole fans, yes, I'm talking about your Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like people like J. Cole, like an amazing rapper, but to then see how he moves in situations like with the whole like No Name thing. Snow on the Bluff would have been such an amazing song if he had just not had that bar about her watching her tone. That shit was insane. You know what I'm saying?
And I love Cole. I love everybody. So this isn't me like or try to be holier than now. Like I'm not
right.
I don't know. I see what's going on in hip hop right now, and I want everybody to know like everything's needed. I understand. Us feeling like, oh, there needs to be a balance of consciousness and stuff, and and it's like, well, we have that. It's just around, and like, why are you looking to the mainstream to hear stuff about Black culture or Black liberation or anything like that? First of all, for my music or my art consumption, like if I want that. If I really feel like I need that, I'm gonna go read a book. That's number one. Like
that part.
Somebody rapping the autobiography of Malcolm X to me, that's great. That is a bonus. Lupe Fiasco's one of my goats. I listen to Drogas.
Oh, for sure.
I love it. But to me, that like learning about Black history through like rap, that is a bonus, a loving bonus. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I tell people, do not rely on entertainers to like give you your politic or to give like, bro, at the end of the day, y'all need to be reading. Y'all need to be reading.
Dead ass. Cause like, I'll be honest, like I fell victim to it. Cause like, I'll be real, like New York born in the 90s, like Jay-Z. The same way niggas was about Cole, I was about Jay-Z. Jay-Z is the second coming of the rap game. He is here to say what's off and whack niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I listen to 444, like, okay, I'm on how to take my LLC and flip it into a house, then turn my house into a business, and then I'm gonna pay my kids. I'm gonna pay turn them into employees, write the check, then take the check, mail it back to myself for the copyright. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the issue is like, you can hear Jay-Z talk about putting money to your ear, you know, there's a disconnect, we don't call that money over here. That's cool. But like understanding like the actual economics behind like Weber goods and all that is much more important to know that like your chain's cool and all, but there's a reason why folks are getting their stuff plain Jane now because of depreciation. The more stuff you put on the chain, the more that valuation changes because the value of the item that you have on change. And just like you know what I'm saying? And that's stuff that you can only get from a book because the Migos aren't going to go through and try to talk to you about like Wealth of Nations. You know what I'm saying?
It is not just in hip hop, like it's in movies. There are these expectations of like you need to be. People want their entertainment to like educate them or fulfill this need that they. I'm not mad at people wanting substance. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's a big thing, and I do think art needs to convey substance to people. But the expectation that all artists need to give you that substance, like, nah, bro, like you go read a book, man. Get out the mud. These people are not your saviors.
Yeah, dead ass. Because like it reminds me of that one Dave Chappelle joke where it's like, oh yeah, what does John have to say? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's like,
All right, yeah, and I think that's an amazing segue into the next part where like signal substance and entertainment, anime.
mm-hmm.
Or anime, or just like in comics in general, whichever you feel more comfortable speaking on. Do you think that this newer wave of anime being a lot more like proximal to like real world issues? Not to say that anime has never shied away from it, but nowadays like the emphasis is a lot more obvious than it was in the past, because let's be real, like back in the day, like people weren't really looking to watch like Cobra, or to watch the other like Gundam series and all that. But do you think that nowadays, like with anime being a lot more overt about the political like leanings and things of that nature, do you think that helps, or do you think that harms, as per your example about entertainment and people trying to find their politics in that?
So anime, growing up watching anime, growing up watching Sailor Moon, growing up watching like literally, all the animes we watched when we grew up and stuff, it taught me.
Yeah, of course, Dragon Ball Z and all that, yeah.
Yeah, there are some very like progressive like lessons in anime, even like masculinity and what that looks like. Like
right.
If you think about like a lot of like Dash the Stampede, right? Like, oh, he's somebody that's really good at violence, but like doesn't want to do violence. Rurouni Kenshin, like Kenshin is like somebody who's really good at violence, but like doesn't want to do violence. And even as a young kid, I was like, oh, you could be so basically like, you could be the hardest nigga out, but like you don't want to live in that, and you don't want to brag about that, and you don't want to. So like I did learn like some very interesting, in different ways, different forms of like healthy masculinity through anime. At the same time, there's a lot of racism, lot of misogyny, a lot of weird stuff. So I think like the bar has been so low for anime for a long time. We see a nigga in Fire Force that's not outwardly like a caricature or something like that. Like he's not a Sambo. We're like, oh my god, like this is so amazing. Ah! And it's like, oh, that's good for anime. Or like you watch JJK and they got like the biracial dude on there, the Blasian dude. And like, oh my god, Blasian. Like we were just happy with that. And I'm happy there's more positive Black representation in anime. At the same time, it's just the bar has been so low. We're just happy that we don't get like a general Black or whatever from Dragon Ball with the.
That nigga was crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
anime is progressive in its philosophies, but in its portrayal of Black people and women and, you know what I'm saying, other people, it hasn't always been. And I want people to kind of be happy that they're representing like minorities better, but at the same time, just let them off the hook. Like, no, still continue to, ask for a better representation.
Oh no, for sure. And in that case, I can completely understand that. I do like how you spoke on how it's great, like how like when you are starred for certain representations, when you do like anything does. And I think that is a good point to where a lot of times like people on both sides of the aisle will hang their hats on that, where it's like if you see a PLC in Fire Force after not seeing a PLC for so long, and you want to see yourself represented, yeah, you're gonna be like, yo, this is fire, boom, boom, boom. But then on the other side of the aisle, it's like people will feel like, oh, this show's going woke. This wasn't in my anime back in the day, but people don't know that. People don't know that like that's not a feature. That's a glitch. You know what I'm saying? To where like that diversity was so. You know what I'm saying? Well, diversity was supposed to be there, but it never had the chance to be there because of like whether it be outside pressures or things of that nature. So I definitely agree with you on like how that scarcity affects when we do actually get it, and I think that really good like in between, like to where it's like you ask for more and then you also like appreciate what you get are things like now that we have more like black owned and black made like anime and manga out, like shout out I think like what Clock Stoppers I think it's called, or Clock something. Yeah. Oh, like these, like yeah. Clock. I just remember the Clock anime made by a black team, and it's amazing. Or just like anime like Cannon Busters when we got it. Or I'm trying to think. I know there's a lot more black owned anime out there. And I'm just thankful that it exists. Specifically because I feel like that's going to be the bargaining power as we move on. Because as much as we can say, oh, we don't want anyone to call Ogun a big lip chicken eater. What matters is that we show that there are other characters like Ogun out there, or better than Ogun, to where we can get that representation, and it's no longer just like, oh, this is just a DEI firefighter. This is like, oh, these are real characters, real stories, and all that. And plus, like, if I'm being real, like, yeah, like a little gatekeeping don't hurt nobody. Like maybe like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like have those like spaces where like black manga artists can generate their demand and really be like, yo, what y'all want to see in this next issue of Dice. Shout out to the folks who make Dice. This is one anime that has like they cast spells through like D20s and shit. It's so fire. Shout out Panda. And I think that is where our bargaining power comes into, just like being able to like not have to deal with like the racists, the nobodies, the whatabouters, like to actually have that space to just be like, yo, no, black cosplay here, let's show them some love and stuff like that. And that's why I'm glad that we're working on building those as we speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah, no, it's fire. And if anything, of course, we black, but we also anime niggas. So I gotta ask you, top 5 anime in order. What's up?
Oh, fuck. Damn. Yu Yu Hakusho.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Two Togashi classics.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, man, this is so hard. There's just so many that I love.
There's a lot. Understandable.
Oh. Okay. There's one. This is like, if you notice, you are a ball knower. You know ball, but Blade of the Immortal. Blade of the Immortal.
I read the manga.
Oh, like,
come on, baby.
Yes, Blade of the Immortal is like, I love samurai anything,
right?
And it's one of the
it's fine.
Samurai mangas and animes and live action anime adaptations. The live action movie is actually fire as hell too. And then number 5 is
that's good to know.
Number 5, so hard. I'm rotating between like a couple in my mind, but I'm gonna say Berserk.
That's not a bad. like it's giving someone who definitely like, not to say that you did have to tell you, like it's definitely giving someone who's had a walk through the anime universe. You know what I'm saying?
Like, well, it's the manga is like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I get you for sure. Like I think, like especially when, like I also think it's bold that you had Hunter x Hunter so high up manga wise, because like it has so much dialogue in it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is
a guy though. Like I like character interactions. I don't just like, okay, this is all hands. Now, there are some animes and mangas I do like that are just all hands. Like I like that. I
mean,
like,
you got Berserk in your top 5, and that's straight hands.
Now, honorable mentions. People get mad at me, I'll stand on 10 about this. Demon Slayer is one of my favorite animes and mangas, not just because of the animation. And then people do this thing with Demon Slayer where they're like, the story's simple. Why? And y'all only do this with Demon Slayer. Like, is it supposed to be Steins Gate? Like, is it supposed to? It's about a guy. It's about some samurai who breathe hard, and he's carrying his little sister in a box to go murder Michael Jackson. I understand that, but like, I love the character interactions. I love how unapologetically Japanese Demon Slayer is. Like,
very much, yes.
There's a lot of Buddhist and Eastern philosophy in Demon Slayer that if you know what they're talking about, like the whole story is about accepting death and what not accepting death like can do to you. Like,
for sure.
I don't know. I think it's because it got really, really popular, and you know how that goes when like something is really, really popular. Okay, now
gotta hit it.
Hey, now so we're just gonna say, well, the story's not complicated. When has that been a metric for a shonen?
It's kind of like it'd be like if you listen to a Locks mixtape and you're like, they're just talking about guns and drugs. Nigga, have you heard of the Locks? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
he's not rapping like MF Doom on this, and it's like he doesn't need to.
Yeah, he's not MF Doom, and I think I think that is an important point to like anime critiques, because a lot of times like the story being simple should not be a demerit, but what matters is how the story builds against itself. So like if there are continuity errors and things like that, that's an actual critique. But just like stating the obvious has never been a critique ever in life. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need there to be even hard twists in Demon Slayer. Like I need it, like I said, to be Steins Gate. I don't need it to be Monster. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need it to be evil. You know what I'm saying? Crazy thing.
And even more so is like it's also like a very much an indicator of bias, because they're like, oh yeah, no, the story's not deep, but like the story doesn't, like the story not being deep is not the story not being good. Because like look at like Pokemon.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Look at how simple the concept is. Kids snatch animals and make them fight each other. But lo and behold, if someone puts Pokemon on their top 10 list, there's no bite back or issue, because people understand the Pokemon works as a story, even if the plot is just kid steals animals and makes them fight so he can make money or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like if it works, it works, bro.
Yeah, it works. Like it works. If it works, it works. What matters is that
if somebody likes Baki, I'm not gonna tell them, oh, that's just people throwing hands. Yeah, it is, but like, there's other stuff in Baki you can like. Like I don't know. I never try to like yuck somebody. Even Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is gonna be one of my favorite animes ever. Period. I even like Super.
I'll admit, Super has been interesting, and I personally like Super because it is the
there's some stuff in it, but the manga,
of course,
the manga's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. cool. Like it's
a cool ass manga for sure. And I think like what I personally like most about Super is the fact that it is the only time that we actively see redemption from Vegeta. Like, because they say, oh, Z, he got his redemption for joining the Z Fighters. No, he didn't. Because, like, the most he did as a Z Fighter, when he was officially a Z Fighter, so that's, like, after Cell, which is halfway through the series. I was like, which is 66% of the way through the series. Like, when he's fighting Boo, like, his big hero moment is himself deleting. And that, and even in that point, I think it's beautiful how narratively, he's like, oh, it's his grand gesture, and he does it, and then Boo is still alive. As if it's like saying that, like, you did this grand gesture, and that's cool, but it literally did nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think, like, we don't get an actual redemption from Vegeta until Super, because, like, that's when Vegeta's actually like, yo, I literally put an entire plan of people through hell and got their planet blown the fuck up.
And I hope we get the moral arc animated someday, because that's a really, really important arc to Vegeta's character as far as the redemption goes, and his growth. So, yeah, man.
For sure, no, like we need that for sure. And honestly, speaking of Vegeta, speaking of Dragon Ball and all that, like, the one thing that I love about the Dragon Ball series, about Akira Toriyama overall, that man will never miss an opportunity to put puns in the shit. Like, that man, he has to be the most dad jokiest motherfucker ever. Cause, like, even when you talk about his works outside of, like, Dragon Ball Z, like, have you heard of the I'm sure you've heard of the game and the anime series Sandland, right?
Dr. Slump, Dragon Quest. What's the one with the girl? Was that from Dr. Slump?
Dr. Slump, yeah, really? Yeah, she's from Dr. Slump.
Yeah.
Like, it's so interesting how he's able to put so many puns into a game. Cause like, I think what I love the most is like with Sandland. I've mentioned Sandland because one is the most recent, more recent of Akira Toriyama's work that I've like interacted with. But like the fact that the world is named, like, there are places in the world named after, like, breads, and like the fact that, like, the generals in Sandland are named after deities in religions and stuff like that. I think that was so creative, because I'm just a huge fan of puns altogether. But to be able to consistently make games with puns, like having Dragon Quest XI have a place called Hato, which is also a place that's Japanese themed, and then having people like speak only in haikus, or like having a place called Phenomena with the capital at Now What, like, there's just something about it. I feel like that's the kind of creativity that needs to be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we end up just like giving credit and love to like the flashes and like the ore farming moments. Like, when ore farming became a word, that's when I knew critiques wouldn't matter in anymore. Like when the fact that solo leveling could get close to anime of the year with just nothing but ore farming, impact frames, and the literal subjugation of people he deemed to be under him is insane to me. You know what I'm saying? But if anything, the next main question I had on my mind was that, like, as a musician and as a consumer of anime and comics and things, what's an anime that you think? What's an anime that your music would do beautifully in? Like, if you could put, like, if like, say, the person who made the anime came to you and was like, Klay, we heard your last album, it was amazing. We heard you raised the birth rate in Japan with this shit.
Yeah, no, JJK without that's JJK. JJK without it.
Okay. I like that answer.
JJK already has like a modern, like, you know what I'm saying, like a very modern essay, and then Bleach too.
Okay, that makes sense because because like especially from how you talked about like having a very diverse taste. Like I think like Bleach and JJK are those animes where you could have like that more diverse flavor, as opposed to like not saying that One Piece isn't diverse or whatever, but like with One Piece, it's clear that it's very much either you're hearing a pirate shanty or you're hearing some jazz.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And like say with Naruto, like it's traditional Japanese music, not bad, but yeah, it's what fits in with the theme, traditional Japanese music. But animes like JJK and Bleach are those ones where you can go all over the place with like hell. They had the one like Shinji's fight theme is just R&B. It was so sexy too. So smooth. So that's a really good answer.
Yeah, JJK for sure.
And in that case, another question is, what's an anime that had an OST that you were not that you didn't rock with? Like, what's an anime that just like had a OST?
Oh, yeah, that's a hard question. Cause like,
We'll do hard questions, man.
Yeah, I usually have it. I don't know. It's weird. Like I already have like an eye of like stuff. I feel like okay, I'm gonna like this. What is that was like hard for me to watch, and I was like, nope, this is a hard no for me. I mean, I like Berserk.
but was Berserk's OST like you? What up?
Maybe Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer. So like, are you saying like Goblin Slayer? Like you watched it, but like you wasn't slapping the OST in the whip?
Nah.
Dang, you just pissed off 7 niggas. I hope you just pissed off 7 niggas who like Goblin Slayer.
Even though, and then I've heard Goblin Slayer is rough, but I've heard people.
It is.
I slap a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna hold you. It's just, like I said, I when I go into it, I automatically know as soon as I hear. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, I see.
I don't know, just yeah. I like all the things that I watch. I don't know. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Cause I'm about to say, because I don't. For me personally, I think the only OST.
Ooh, I don't like that one.
You didn't like the OST on that?
No, not really.
That fair? No, that's fair. I'm like, if it wasn't the opening or ending for like, if it wasn't Unravel, I should say, if it wasn't Unravel from Tokyo Ghoul, couldn't tell you a single song. Like, I can understand that. I think that, I guess in that case, leading into my next question, if you were considering, if let's say Crunchyroll calls you and like, Klay, we see you 17K, we see you talk about anime, clearly you got a finger on the pulse of the culture. We need you to pick an anime that is going to be anime of the year. What would be your criteria for that?
Yeah, the animation has to be top tier. Story has to be top tier. High choreography.
Animation, story, by choreography. Okay.
Yeah, the music, soundtrack. Soundtrack OST. Are you asking what I think for this year it's gonna be?
No. I'm just asking for the criteria, because I think if anything, it's always interesting to see like what people like find their criteria to be in for like their anime of the year. And in that case,
yeah, I thought we all pretty much have the same like, animation.
Animation, story.
Yeah, story.
Okay.
Animation, story are the two. I would assume everybody. That would be the thing, right?
Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people happen to judge on based on different things. I've had a homeboy who's like hated One Piece because they didn't get Luffy's morality and things of that nature. And so, you know what I'm saying? And so it can definitely be a mixed bag. I asked that question because it's interesting to see how people base their judgments. And of course, right, this isn't going to be like, oh, you only look at music. Oh, you're wrong. You're not an anime fan anymore. Give me your anime card. It's more just like, it's interesting to see like where people come from with their opinions. Because I think for me, I think that the message that the anime carries does matter when we're talking about anime of the year. Does that mean like, oh, all comedy anime sucks? No, because Dandelion, if you want an anime,
that's why I kind of like, at first I said Fight Choreo, and like, I don't want to be one of them. I don't want people like, oh, he only watches shonen. Like, I just brought that up because I'm thinking about a lot of the stuff that came out like last year and this year. But
yeah, because niggas be throwing hands in other genres, like like even Captain Tsubasa, like niggas was slapping each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I want to focus on just story, but everybody has like a different thing. So that would be my most criteria.
Yeah, for me, I think what matters most is animation, the message anime carries, and I think what also matters in an anime is definitely the power system. But I look more like into like I like to think more under the hood, because I think if an anime is gonna be anime of the year, that anime has to be able to like it has to have a good engine. It has to run good. And I think that animes like that, like that's why I think that One Piece is an anime that will. Oh, what's up?
I think that goes into the story though. Like the power system goes into the story because the power ups have to, like, Goku going Super Saiyan means something according to the story. Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 means something according to the story. When Gon goes crazy,
gets the high top fade.
Yeah, when Killua gets the electric, for like all these things make sense according to the story. The power ups and all that other stuff. Yeah, that goes into the story.
Honestly, I can definitely understand that POV, because like a power up within the plot is a period of growth for that character, whether it be growth in their skill, growth in their desire, or change in like just like where they're fated to be. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand that. I personally think that that story would be. I personally think that story would be. I think that message is more a part of the story, because I feel like the story should be a vehicle for the message per se. But also in that case, the power-ups can also send a message to say like, oh, what is deemed growth in this series and things of that nature. So I definitely respect that answer for sure. Like, I know for me, if I'm getting an anime of the year, it's gonna be an anime of the year where, am I saying that the message has to be like hold doors open for old ladies and like protect the weak? Not per se, but I am saying that like here's the thing, like School Prison, right? School Prison was a hilarious series for what it was.
Prison School
was a hilarious series for what it was.
Yeah.
But the fact that there was an opportunity to talk about the arbitrary nature of criminality, and they decided to make it all about ass and tit jokes, I'm like, yep, you had the ball, you fucking fumbled it. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that animes have to be like, oh yeah. I would say that animes have to be like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah. And so in that case, I don't say animes have to be whatever. But if anything, I guess the last question I have for you, man, is simply this. If you could collaborate, like say like, once again, Crunchyroll's calling you a lot this week. They already called you to judge an anime. They called you to see, what you look for in anime. Crunchyroll's like, yo, we got a budget of however many dollars and however many cents. We need you to put together an anime OST for the next anime we're about to get out. And we're also letting you collab with somebody. Who would you collab with to get this anime OST off?
Okay. I actually like Hell's Paradise. and I'd probably collab with like Madlib and like rap and basically get like a Samurai Shampoo vibe, like Hell's Paradise. That'd be really
Ooh,
cool.
that's a good answer. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now Matt. Oh, that'd be fucking nuts. Oh yeah. If anything, like I would love to. I would love to hear some of your music in like Lazarus, but give you give you some Flying Lotus, Flying Lotus beats.
Oh, I love Flying. People say
I
I look like Flying. That's crazy.
hey man, like I saw the humps on your chain. I was like, yeah, you know ball. You be doing yoga and shit. You're mindful. But if anything, thank you so much for coming through. It's been such a vibe having you, man. And honestly, I hope you come back. Don't let this be your last time, and don't let your next time be your last time, please.
Definitely, man. Whenever I have time, I definitely will stop by. Like I said, man, the blur community is, at the end of the day, like really what got me here. And I'm always here to just kick it and talk.
Oh, for sure. Also, I want to say shout out to everyone who's on the stream so far. Shout out Zombified Inspire. Shout out Robert McCann 5958. Shout out Sketchnificent for rocking me so far. You the GOAT, man. You really the GOAT, bro. And if anything, we out, honestly. And you know what it is? Peace, love, fuck ice, and free Palestine, baby. We out here. And we out. Are you the Freedom Boys? Yeah.